Hello, my lovely Libras. Good evening. I am doing a general read for Libras for the first week of February. This is a general read, so please do take it as it resonates. If the energy is reversed, please do flip it. Please remember that time is fluid and that gender is neutral. Also, please like and subscribe and share. I am new to the YouTube scene and I would love to be able to grow my channel if possible. So let's get started. For my lovely Libras, I'm going to do a past, present, future situation here and see what we've got going on. Of course, we will do clarifiers, obviously, but let's see what we're working with. Okay. Looks like the past here, we've got the 5 of Wands. So we've had some discourse here. We've had a little bit of conflict, struggles. We've also got the Strength card in reverse. Both of these are in reverse though. So the struggles may be basically going behind us. The Strength has possibly overcome that in order to help us move forward. We'll get some clarification obviously on that, but what I'm seeing here is that, you know, some of the struggle is, it's there, but it looks like it may be passing. That's why it's in reverse. It's something that we have overcome, pushed away. And while the Strength card is upside down, I think that the way that I'm seeing this is that it's just left us kind of exhausted. It's left us kind of battered, bruised, which, you know, that tends to happen. You know, anytime you're fighting a battle for a long time, any sort of turmoil rather for a while, it can be arduous. It can be a tiring process. No matter how strong you are, it'll test your strength. So we have that. Then going into the current stage, it looks like we have the 3 of Cups. So there is some excitement coming there, some joyousness, some cooperation and celebration and all of that good stuff. So those are positive things. We do have the 4 of Wands in reverse. So we're not quite stable yet. Maybe still some residual anguish from some of that or exhaustion from some of that, but there is looking like there's reason to celebrate here. And then going forward, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So King of Wands in reverse just says to me that, you know, we've got somebody who's got some energy here. This is a strong figure. This could be you, Libra, or, you know, this could be somebody who is around you that is a domineering figure that is maybe not giving you the best influence at this point. Or it could be you and your strength is just not there yet. And that's what it's saying here. You're not ready to be completely stable. You're not ready to be king of your domain quite yet. But you're working on it. You're building your strength back. Because we have the Knight of Pentacles. And although it's not a quick moving knight, although it's not bringing news at laser speed here of fortune and fame and all of those great things, we do see that it is coming, and that's always a positive. So let's get some clarifiers here and see what we've got, what we're looking at for you here, Libra. So we've got Strength in reverse and this 5 of Wands in reverse. So we've got some things going on over here. Let's see what we've been dealing with maybe. Spirit, please, let's see what Libra has been dealing with. And it looks like Judgment. So it looks like, you know, you're seeking higher, you know, higher powers, higher answers, more. You're seeking more. At this point, you're looking for some help, outside help. I mean, if you take a look at the card, you can see, you know, it's basically people that are hoping for, they're looking for joyous news. They're looking for something good. They're looking for a light. They're looking for an answer. They're looking for things. And, you know, that would be the case. You know, you're worn down. You're tired of this struggle. You know, it took all your strength to overcome it. And now you're just looking for some peace, some happiness, some joyousness. And I think, you know, you're coming into that. You're coming into that with the cooperation of the Three Cups. You're coming into that with the celebration of the Three of Cups. You know, you're not completely stable yet, but you're working on it. That's coming for you. So I think that you've had some struggles, but you're building back those basic foundations that you had, you know, had to overcome some struggles with, obviously. Can we get some clarification on this Four of Wands and Three of Cups, please? Clarification for Libra on the Four of Wands and Three of Cups, please. All right, we have the Moon card, and the Moon card is typically going to be some unsettling. It's an unsettling type card. It's one that, you know, a lot of times it can be you're questioning things. You may be disgruntled. You may be, you know, you're not settled here. You're not stable yet. You just don't feel quite yourself. You don't feel quite right. You know, all is not exactly where you need it to be. You know, you're still questioning, you're still trying to see things clearly, you're still trying to get back on track, whether that be with a job or a relationship. That's not clear yet, but it just doesn't look like you're there yet. So it looks like you're still working on that at this point. Can we get some more clarification on the Moon, please? Can we get some more clarification for Libra on the Moon, please? And we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is in reverse. And typically the Six of Swords is a card where, you know, you are struggling, you are pushing forward because you absolutely have to. You are getting away. Essentially, you're trying to just go forth as much as you possibly can, but it's not, you know, you're trying to survive. But with this being in reverse, you know, I think that's actually possibly a good thing. You're not just surviving. You're coming back into your own. I think this is typically you're running away, you're getting away, you're trying to get to a better place. I think this is, with it being in reverse, this is you coming back into your own. You are finding your way. You're finding yourself back into here. You know, the confusion here, the questions here, the disgruntled feeling here, the unsettling nature here. I think this is going to be reversed. I think that movement away from the unsettling nature is coming. So I think we're going to be setting up for a better way going forward for your Libra. I definitely think you're coming into that. Here we have the King of Wands in reverse. And again, that may be your energy, where you're just not, you know, you're not up to yourself yet. You're feeling topsy-turvy. You're feeling like, you know, you're still unsettled. You don't have the relationships. You don't have the authorities, the feeling of spiritual wellness, the overall confidence that you should have at this particular point in your life. You don't feel like you're there yet. You know, or it could signify that this is a person. This is a person that you had a relationship with. This could be a boss. This could be a spouse. This could be a negative energy, that this was the person that you struggled with. This was the person that you had conflict with. This is the person who's caused you to be off. You could be off here because, you know, you've had relationship problems, and now, you know, you've had to change course. You've had to change course, and you just, you know, you're not feeling on steady ground right now. You're uncomfortable. Or it could be a job, perhaps, that, you know, this was a boss, and, you know, you either were demoted, lost the job, were passed over for a raise, something where, you know, you felt like you were putting all your strength into it and it just didn't pan out. It wasn't worth it. You didn't feel like you were on the steady ground you were hoping for, and, you know, you just felt like you're just hanging in there. You're just barely hanging in, and you're just, this person is, he's the opposite. He's the opposite of that strong, stable figure that you normally look to for stability and comfort. But that's not to say that you don't have that coming, because here we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles, while slow moving, is bringing, you know, typically news. It is something that we can, you know, be wary, to be leery rather, that, you know, we might still want to watch out for what's going on around us here with this energy. But you know, this could be a good opportunity. It could be good news. It could be good options. So we want to keep our eyes out for those. Keep your eyes open for any, you know, job opportunities, potential opportunities for co-workers, business opportunities, financial opportunities, things like that. So those are the kinds of things you want to be watching for. Let's see, can we get some clarification on that for Libra, please? We've got the World card in reverse, and the World card is typically like a fruition card. You know, things are at an end. It's kind of come full circle, but you're not there yet. This being in reverse tells me that you still have some work to do. You still feel like you're on your way. You still feel like you're waiting for something to happen out of this. What, we don't know yet. We'll get some clarification on that also, but definitely tells me, you know, Libra, that you don't feel, you're still kind of somewhere over here in this unsettling feeling. And again, it may be the relationship. You have a relationship that's unsettling. This person may have been, you know, your significant other, your spouse. It could have been a boyfriend. It could have been a family member that you typically look to for stability, for strength, for answers. And they just haven't been there for you for that. They just haven't helped you. They've caused you to have to, you know, feel like you're on unsteady ground, because they haven't been there to give you that guidance that they typically would. And so you feel like you're still a little bit topsy-turvy. You have unfinished business, let's say. Any more on this World card in reverse, Spirit? Any more for Libra on this World card in reverse? All right, we have the Five of Swords, and again, this is telling me that, you know, you're still at odds with something here. And this energy here, this is all telling me that there's someone here that you're at odds with. You're still having an issue. You know, there's opportunity still coming. You know, you've had moments that you know, have felt better, but for the most part, you know, you're tired. You're not getting the support that you feel like you need and deserve at this particular moment. And, you know, this has just been something where this person, whether it be a coworker or a significant other, spouse, roommate, you know, anyone close to you, family member, they're just not there. You know, they're walking away. They're not there for you. I mean, you're just not getting what you need. You're not getting the resources and the help that you feel like you need right now. You feel like you're kind of out there alone, trying to do what you need to, and just, it's futile right this particular minute. So can we get some more clarification on the future here for Libra, please? Some more clarification on the future for Libra, please. And we've got the Magician in reverse. And again, I think this is where you feel like you've been let down. You know, to me, I see this as somebody who I feel like's let you down. I feel like they've, you know, they've tricked you. They've pulled the magic trick in reverse. Instead of you being the magician, having that energy, this person has, you know, this is somebody you trusted. This is somebody you felt like you knew, you could count on. And I think their energy has been kind of negative. I don't necessarily feel like they've done anything to, you know, stab you in the back or really intentionally try to hurt you, anything of that nature. I just feel like they've kind of pulled a disappearing act on you for real, as far as like when you've needed them. You've had to, you know, you've had to strengthen up yourself, and you've had to look to your own guidance, and you've had to try to, you know, collaborate on your own, but you're not ever feeling steady, and they're not really giving you any of these help that you need. It's constantly keeping you feeling like, your world's upside down, everything's kind of topsy-turvy. So right now you're still feeling in a little bit of shaken. You don't feel like you're getting what you need to get. There's somebody in your life that I don't feel like they're malicious type person. I'm not getting that there's somebody who is intentionally trying to hurt you. I don't feel like there's somebody who's intentionally trying to deceive you, hurt you, lie to you, steal from you, any of those things. I just feel like it's somebody that you thought would be there for you, and because they weren't when you needed them, you felt as though you were kind of facing the world on your own, and it's made you feel like you're not standing on stable ground. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck here. We'll take them as they stand. We won't do reversals on these, but kind of see what we are looking forward to. See what we can plan to look forward to going forward, though. For Libra, Spirit, please, if you can give us 3 cards for what we can look forward to for Libra, please, Spirit. Alrighty, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So the cards we've drawn here, it looks like we've got the 7 of Pentacles, and bear with me, I said 7, I mean 6, can't read. Ooh, these are hard to read. 6 of Pentacles, and that is, again, you're plugging away, doing the best you can, but it's reminding you, be generous, be just. Don't do to others what this person's done to you. Don't be selfish as far as with your time, with your funds, with your anything, because you see what it's done to you. So if anything, I would take from this that you just don't want to be selfish with your time. Be giving, be caring, keep plugging away to try to help others, and I think it'll help you in the long run, because you do have the 8 of Wands, and that's a movement forward card. That is telling me that you are going to have opportunities, you're going to have movement forward, you're going to be moving in the right direction shortly. You will be getting where you need to go. You just aren't there yet, and it's the rug's been pulled out from under you, the wool's been pulled over your eyes, and I feel like you're just a little bit off your game, off balance. And I do feel like there is a person, and I'm getting a very, a masculine sense out of this, and it could be someone you work with, but for me, I'm feeling like it's someone that may be a trusted family member, loved one, best friend type feeling, someone that you really trusted to always kind of be there, the shoulder that you leaned on, the person that you counted on, and they just weren't there when you needed them, and they kind of just pulled a disappearing act recently. And they're still kind of just not there when you need them. They're just like, they're too busy to deal with you. You're reaching out. You're here in the Judgment card. You're one of these people reaching out. Anybody help me, somebody, please, because the person that I always go to is no longer. This could be somebody who's, like I said, I don't see maliciousness here. So you may have lost someone. And, if so, I hate that for you, and I'm so sorry, but you may have lost a loved one, and that may have been the person that was your confidant. That may have been the person that was your, person that it was your go-to, and they're gone, they've passed away, what have you. And now you just, you don't know what to do with yourself. You feel like the wool's been pulled over your eyes, a trick's been pulled on you, because you just, you don't know what you're doing. You feel like you're in turmoil, and it's rough, but it's going to get better. Stay strong, stay steady, still remain kind, remain generous with your time and money. You will be moving forward. And the last card is the Hermit, and the Hermit he's an intelligent person. He's a person that can stand alone. He can. He doesn't need to, but he does, and he can. And a lot of people see this light and they think, it's a star, or some people think it's the sun. Either way, that would be a positive, thought here that he's leading with that. But the Hermit is probably a sum up of this entire thing for you, that right now you feel like you're standing alone, but that's not always a bad thing. You can and you will stand on your own, and you'll be fine. So if this is a person who's left you, if this is a person who you know, a significant other that's left you. If this is a friend who right now is just leaving you hanging and you don't know why, or, you know, you've had a problem, a split with, or if this is a loved one you've lost, you know, and you feel like everything is just topsy-turvy in your world. You just don't feel like you're on stable ground, you know, and all your strength is just drained, you know, you can still maintain on your own. The Hermit has lived a long life. He's very knowledgeable, and he maintains, and he continues, and he leads. So I think these are all things that tell you that you can still do it, and you will do it. You're doing great. You're keeping on, and that's all you need to do. That's all you need to know to do. So that's the main thing. And then we're going to draw 3 oracle cards out of here, just general advice. Hopefully this will resonate with some of you. So, you know, keep your head up, keep your chin up. If this is something that, you know, resonates with you, then I know you're feeling like you need to be moving towards that. You need that 8 of Wands to come quicker, that forward motion, that movement, but it's coming. So don't worry. And you can be the Hermit that leads the way with your lantern of hope and light. Organized for success. And it's telling you, get ready. You're going to have success. Get ready, organize, get your stuff together, plan for it, because it's coming. Words of abundance. So, you know, you have the ability to manifest your abundance. Do it. You know, do this. Be your Hermit. Be your own champion. Be your own cheerleader. That's what you need to do. That's all you need to do. I mean, you are basically the one who controls everything. It's tough when you're on your own. It's tough when you feel like you're left out there hanging, but, you know, words of abundance and clearing debts. And, you know, this may be something that's literal. You may be clearing debts. You may have had that split with someone and you're having to clear debts dealing with that. You may have lost someone and they had left you with debts to deal with. This could be quite literal, and you're having to deal with that. And that's part of the reason you're on shaky ground. You don't feel stable. You don't feel comfortable. Or it could be clearing emotional debts. And if it is, you know, remember that 6 of Pentacles. Remember that generosity, that caring, that giving, you know, and try to clear your emotional debts, because that will serve you well in the long run. So I just like to do one little fun thing at the end here before we go. And this is always just like I've got a little yes, no, maybe so type situation. And it's just for fun. So pick a stone, think of that stone, any of these stones that you would like to think of. Concentrate on that stone and ask Spirit a question that you want an answer to, yes, no, or maybe. And Spirit, help Libra get the answers to the questions they need. Woo, that was bad. So we have a no for white. We have a no for cat's eye. We have a rephrase for blue, and these 2 landed in the middle and the other ones went off, so we didn't do so great here. We have a no here, a rephrase here, and the rest in the middle. All right, we have a maybe. We have a yes, for sure, yes on that one. A rephrase again for this one, and the black will throw again. All right, we have 2 definitive yeses. So those are your answers, and hopefully that gave you some insight if you had a question. If not, you know, I guess come back and ask again, but hopefully it was a little bit fun for you, if nothing else. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to grow my channel. Like I said, if you have tips as well, as I mentioned, not new to tarot, but totally new to YouTube videos. So I'm just trying to get a little bit better at this. So if you have tips, I'd be more than happy to take them. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, Libra, and a great week. It's been great. Thank you.